Well, hello there. Having completed half of the game and it being 6 o'clock, I thought that we might like to, I don't know, take a break and have ourselves a beer. So tonight I'm going to be trying something called White Tie by Westbrook Brewing Company. It's a wheat ale brewed with spices, which I know sounds familiar, but there's a twist. It says, this beer, inspired by the flavors of Southeast Asian cuisine, is a twist on the classic Belgian wheat beer style. Instead of the traditional coriander and orange peel spicing regimen, we add fresh lemongrass, ginger root, and a dash of Sriracha Ace hops. The result is a wonderfully refreshing ale with notes of lemon candy, citrus fruits, and a slight spiciness from the ginger. And that sounds interesting to me. So, here is our label. It's simple, but it's fun. And big surprise here, I got it at Branching Out Bottle Shop. I know. You're blown away. It's a good place to shop for beer. I don't know what to tell you. So, I'm going to go ahead and try out my my white tie here. Let's see if I can... And it is not white tie like the tie that you wear around your neck. It's a white tie like the tie of Thailand. Now the color on that is pure gold. It is just a lovely, shiny gold color. Looks very typical of what you'd find in a Pilsner or a wheat beer. It's not clouded with the flakes of wheat that you sometimes see in wheat beer. This is nice and clear. Modest head. Nothing crazy. And the smell... It has a hint of the sour note to it, which makes me a little suspicious, but I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. I'll give it a try here. And the spicings, I'm getting some of that ginger, but not much else, man. It smells like a sour to me. Let's find out. Huh. Well, it doesn't taste particularly sour. It's got a little sweet and sour thing going on. There's some tropical flavorings. You know what it reminds me of is a very, very, very light Hefeweizen, because there's just a tiny amount of that banana flavor in there. It's not aggressive the way that a lot of Hefeweizens are, though. It's very light, mildly fruity. And then there's those cinnamon, or not cinnamon, then there's those spices that are, it does taste to me like a brighter, what would you give it for a snort rating? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't want to snort this one. I have I'm having a hard time placing this. It's nice and wet. It's very refreshing. It's smooth. It's watery on the palate. It's not thick. It has very little burn to it. There's no major zest, and yet it's pleasant. It's enjoyable, and I think it's because the balance of the spices is just light and easy enough that it doesn't come off as aggressive in any way. And yet it's there enough that it doesn't come off as boring. What I've got here is a mild taste of ginger, a mild taste of bananas, perhaps. A hint of citrus. It certainly doesn't taste like Thai food to me. That's not the vibe that I'm getting off of this at all. Oh, Small Lil, how are you doing? Uh, yeah, there were a few incidents in which I may or may not have been sniffing the beer and then accidentally gotten some into my nose. And I may not have lived those moments down quite yet, but we'll see. We'll see. But it's so mild. It's so gentle. And then there's that lemon ginger. That's what it is. Hey babe,
What?
you know those ginger drops you used to get?
Yeah.
This beer tastes like those ginger drops.
Ooh.
Do you want to try some?
In a bit.
In a bit. He's probably in the middle of a fight with a dragon or something. It's so odd. It's very, very gentle. It's very, very light. PMSL? Well, what is that? I'm genuinely confused. I don't know. But yeah, this is it's I can't. I don't want to finish it because I want to piss myself laughing. Youth speak, Pat. Sorry, I am an old, and it'll happen to you, and it'll happen to you, and it'll happen to you. So you just wait. You just wait and see. I mean, it's already almost gone. It's such a light beer, so wet and refreshing, that it just is like you just blitz right through it. This, I wonder what the ABV on this is. That could be dangerous. It's probably light. It's probably a low one. Let's see here. What's the alcohol by volume on this white tie? It does not appear to specify, which I think is questionably legal here in New York State. This is not a New York one, is it? No, this is from South Carolina. Ah, there it is. 5% alcohol by volume. It's a light boy. It's easy. So you're not going to get yourself trashed on this thing, which is good because it drinks so easy that if it had a high alcohol content, it would be a legitimate danger to your health and safety. Because I've already, I fucking, there's most of your glass right there. Done. Done and dusted. Scary good. Scary easy, that beer. Very light and refreshing.
Can I try a little bit then?
Yeah. The baby has arrived.
The baby's here.
The baby is here to try the beer.
Has that beer smell that I'm not a huge fan of? I feel like I'm not getting as much ginger as you're getting.
No?
No.
It tastes like lemon and a hint of ginger to me. I don't think it's as gingery as those drops. I'm saying it's like if you watered those down.
Yeah, I can see I can definitely see the lemon. It's very light.
Yeah.
And it's a little citrusy. But it's definitely still too much of like a standard beer flavor for me.
Oh, yeah.
So there's that. However, you know, like if you like that flavor more, that's probably a more high end version of like you know, it's a more sophisticated version of that.
Yeah.
For sure.
I would put this on the beer level of like a Stella Artois, but then with some lemon ginger in there. It's like some it's like you got a Stella Artois and then somebody dropped a single lemon ginger Ricola in there. And I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing at the factory. No, I'm kidding. I'm sure they make it in a legitimate fashion, but it really does have like just a hint of those spices. Um, just they're just there. They're gently there, and the rest of it just tastes like a sort of a pilsner. We're drinking Westbrook Brewing Company's White Thai. It's a beer inspired by East Asian cuisine, specifically, I presume, Thai food. Um, and frankly, it's not remarkable. I mean, it's fancy, it's nice, it's good. It ain't one of our weird beers, is what I mean. So when I said not remarkable, that was harsh and unnecessary.
More of a normie beer.
It's not a normie beer either. I think it's I'm not trying to be derogatory here.
I'm just kidding.
I know, but this is not your chocolate chai whoopie pie fucking crazy pants beer. This is not your feu de saison slow river that tastes like somebody threw up in a sewage treatment plant. This is not your this is not the turpentine one. What was that? What was it that we drank that tasted like fucking? I seriously have smelled the turpentine and I was like, I think this might be contaminated. It was gin barrel saison. That was the worst thing I've ever had on this channel. So bad. But this is easy drinking. Goes down smooth. I feel like I just drank a glass of water. It is not sitting in the gut heavy. You know what I mean? Nice and smooth. And she gone.